welcome everyone to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. Today's matchup, a battle in the old North State, a contest between a pair of teams from the state of North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right?
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Firing to the right, complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Lopez wants to fire. Here's a heat. QB got it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The throw. He caught it. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know
and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will go to work for the first time. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the 49ers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Harrell. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield, it's Olsen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Under fire. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Touchdown Niners. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So a drive there of 82 yards, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lopez to pass. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Olsen. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his man, it's Olsen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The 49ers will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. Power football with the run. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Setting up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what...
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The option look. He'll toss it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. Lopez wants to fire. He's going to take off. And he's dragged down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Tries to do it himself on the draw. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got the first down, looking for more. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the 49ers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The play action fake. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Using his legs, it's Stokes. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The misconnection leaves him with a 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The 49ers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Hard running there. And the 49ers get enough to move the chains. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The 49ers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the 49ers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pocket breaking down. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Dropping back, it's Harold. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They punt it away on 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after.
Going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Quick handoff. He's in open space downfield. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Jerry Richardson Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. They'll give it to the back. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
At the 40, there he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The 49ers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking for space. It's Rutledge. Oh, he's got some space. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Now on the option. Now the toss. Touchdown 49ers! And that one will give them the lead.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Get it out on the screen. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He'll try it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Tar Heels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Has to get there to move the sticks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
But this punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
Turning it on! Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Looking for a crease. It's Rutledge. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. The 49ers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Looking for a man, it's Harrell. Got a little space. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking for room. It's gone. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. one more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Harrell. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The 49ers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He'll start this drive firing. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, listen, they say they play defense for a reason, right? You had an interception on the last drive defensively. You had a golden opportunity to come away with another one right there, but he puts it on the ground.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Going to try to get it himself. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
late in the game, a lot about execution, right? The quarterback has to understand situational awareness, has to understand it. First of all, he does a great job of scrambling, but then the understanding part we're talking about clicks in. Does a great job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity. Touchdown, North Carolina! They move on top here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's McGowan. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. A run for the quarterback.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Harrell. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Caught over the middle, it's Cobb. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Cobb. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Mason. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And he's just going to spike it. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. Absolutely perfect. The final grains of sand were about to disappear from the hourglass, and just in the nick of time, they tie it up. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Baker. Forced out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference. Defense.
What a big penalty at this juncture in the game. All locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Wants to go up top on first down. Skips away from pressure. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
When you run the football and then throw in the play action, it's such a tricky thing for the defense. Do I play run? Do I come up fast? It opens those holes right behind the linebackers in between.
Touchdown, UNC! They jump on top here in OT.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Got a man, it's Mason. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the 49ers have moved it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Olsen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw again. He makes a grab, and he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Touchdown, Charlotte! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
We play on first down here in the second overtime period. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The 49ers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Would they go for a big play on first and 10? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, it's Harrell. Under fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Good right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. Perfectly thrown ball, nice catch, good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. First and goal and a touchdown will win it. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. A game winner! What a finish in double overtime!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.